All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. This is our first in-person event. Thank you. It's our first in-person event in over 2 years. Yeah. I know a lot's been going on the last 2 years. A lot. We've lost some people. A lot of people have been going through a lot of things. So I really, really appreciate all of you spending some time with us tonight and here with us the last 2 years. So for the last 2 years, and especially the last year, we've been up to a lot. Just want to give a quick overview of kind of what we are, what we do, and what we've been up to for 2021. So FountainHead, Rhode Island, the goal of our organization is really to connect like-minded individuals with diverse backgrounds that share a similar passion, vision, and ambition for moving Rhode Island forward. And what that means is we host educational panel events that bring people together, collaborating, and bringing people together is really at the core of what we do. Outside of that, we spotlight individuals, organizations in the community doing really cool things. So for the last 5 years, and again, we're celebrating 5 years this year, which is pretty crazy. So 2017, we started FountainHead. Thank you. In those last 5 years, we've spotlighted 50 plus organizations throughout the country, which is really, really cool. So we do Facebook Lives, and you can really get to know the people, the mission, the story behind that, and give back in any way that you can. And then outside of that, so we've grown into a community. Obviously, we talk a lot about Rhode Island, putting Rhode Island on the map. We have people all over the country, all over the world. So we have 1,100 people, over 1,100 people now in our organization in 5 years, which is pretty incredible. So thank you all for helping to grow FountainHead and make it what it is. So this year, we hosted 2 panel events, one on mental health and the other one on the economy and bringing the economy back and what it would look like when we reopen. And then we had a special guest last week, Hubert Joly, the former CEO of Best Buy. And we had a fireside chat, Jason and myself, talking about people, culture, what work is going to look like in the future, hybrid and whatnot. So that's just an incredible opportunity for us. I just want to welcome all of you here. And just real quick, if there's anyone on the board or the advisory committee, we have a lot. Can you just raise your hand? We can't do anything without all these people, so can we just give them a hand?
I stand in the way of this event resuming, as I have many years in the past. To David's point, right, we had a unique opportunity last week to talk to Hubert Joly, and what he said and what he's done with his new book encapsulates a lot of what we stand for, right? Pursuing a noble purpose, putting people at the center, embracing all stakeholders, and creating an environment where human magic can be unleashed. And that's really powerful because that is the lifeblood of what makes us special, what makes us tick, what allows us to do what we do. And I will say, every year I've had the privilege of thanking our phenomenal sponsors. And the words always seem to fall short when I try to express them because what our sponsors have given us year in and year out has allowed us to grow and prosper for all the things that David said. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the sponsors. I'm going to ask you all maybe to put a hand up so people know who you are and can talk to you, introduce themselves, talk about business ideas and joint opportunities. And before I do that, too, I just want to highlight how many people in this room are from out of state coming into this event? Just raise your hand if you're from out of state. So I can't, that's impressive. And I can't say out of country, unfortunately, because of the travel restrictions. But it shows the growing community to David's point. So first up here, our year-long bronze community sponsor, Cross Country Mortgage. Thank you, Cross Country Mortgage. And if you're here, just put a hand up. You've been with us all year. So we appreciate that and all you do for us. Our bronze single event sponsor. It goes without any question. You all know him, Chris Stevens at the front and JP Morgan. Give it up for Chris Stevens. They have been a phenomenal sponsor for us. And the shifts of fortune test the reliability of friends. And JP Morgan stood by us even during the toughest times. So thank you, Chris, and your team for all that you do in Rhode Island for FountainHead. And then a couple of new names on the list. First and foremost, a subsidiary of 123 Smart Pro, a company called TurboPro. And they really are working on supporting operations and payment processing in the real estate space and providing a customized property management platform. So if you're with 123 Smart Pro and TurboPro, just put your hands up so folks can see who you are. A great startup that is what Rhode Island's ecosystem is all about. And then last but not least, since 1986, Insperity has been showing companies how to harness the power of HR and drive people to achieve their boldest ambitions. our very own Cassandra McGloin. Thank you, Insperity, for all you do. And really great work. So with that, I thank you again on behalf of David, myself, the entire community. Stay tuned for more stuff to come and get back to networking, huh?